Ladies, I want you to repost this, share it, duet it, stitch it, I don't care, but get the word out to all the other ladies. What we're not doing in 2023, we're not playing the last woman standing game anymore with these guys. It's not happening this year. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Where you sit in relationship limbo, waiting patiently while the man you desire is out gallivanting with back alley sallies and internet floozies, hoping that one day he'll see your efforts and just settle for you. You don't want to be settled for. You don't want to sit hoping that his fantasy girl or the woman he actually wants doesn't come into his life and by default you win him. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that ever again. We're not options. We're not toys. We're not trophies. We're not your emotional punching bag. It's not happening, okay? If I'm not your first pick, your only chick, your forever plus one, and your ride or die ass bitch, I don't want it. Get out of here. Out of my face. Find somebody else to do it.
The funny thing about this chick is everything she's complaining about here, about the way guys just treat her with no value and, flake on her and just disappear on her and only have time for her when they don't have any other better options. This is exactly what she does to guys in her friend zone, right? This is what most of these women do to guys all day long. Right? They're doing this all the time. But then they're mesmerized when it happens to them. Like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody's actually doing this to me. It's like you got maybe one guy doing this to you, but you do this to most guys in your life. Okay? So the fact that you're complaining about one guy doing this to you when you do this to dozens of guys is just the height of hypocrisy here. So I don't feel bad for these chicks because I know what they're about, right? If you're still blue pill, you probably don't. You probably do feel bad for them, and then you try to paint me as the bad guy, right? Oh, why are you attacking them, man? Have some sympathy, man. That's because you have not been out there like I have and seen these chicks out there just completely annihilating dudes for years and years, especially while they were still in their prime, right? They just annihilated guys. And then they go in their 30s continuing to think that they have the same power, only to realize they don't, and then lashing out in frustration that they can't control the Chad anymore, right? Because really, at the end of the day, they want the Chad, not you, Beta Brad. Not you, Mr. Simp, Captain Save-A-Ho, White Knight Mangina, that's going to swoop in there and defend her against the evil pickup artist who is daring to speak facts about her. I know these chicks like the back of my hand, man. I know where they've been. I know where they're going. I know them better than themselves, right? I can tell you exactly where this chick is going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. You know where she's going to be? Exactly where she is right now. Only more bitter, more angry, more frustrated. Because her main problem at the end of the day, right, is what we always talk about here on my 33 Secrets channel. Her main problem is she's going for guys who are just out of her league, right? She's going for guys that she just can't afford. She doesn't have that level of buying power anymore, at least socially, much less physically, right? She doesn't have the buying power that she did, back in 2013, right? It's 2023 now. She no longer possesses that amount of leverage. And instead of these women being realistic and realizing like, hey, I'm older, I'm fatter, I'm not getting any younger, maybe I should just kind of, ease up on my stringent ass requirements there. No, they create more requirements for guys. Then they just stay single. So I don't feel bad for her, and everything she's complaining about here, that guys are just, I'm tired of being, I'm not your first pick, and oh my gosh, you can't even text me to say goodnight, and you're afraid, you're ashamed to be seen with me in public. You do this. You've done this in all your 20s to the guys you dated. That's why you're still out there, lady. That is why you're still out there. Unreal. Right, you just can't make this stuff up, and she's like giving dating tips for ladies. Women never take advice from other women. They're just gonna sabotage you like this chick is here.
So you're gonna text him? Do you think that he actually cares?
Not at your age.
So texting him, is that going
Sorry.
to make you feel better for like a moment? Is it though? Or is it going to make you anxious because he's not responding? Okay.
How's it feel?
Here's the thing.
Okay, again, another woman who probably did this to guys in her 20s, right? She did this to guys her entire life. And now she doesn't like it when it's happening to her. I've seen this play out over and over, guys. I just don't feel bad for these chicks, man. I mean, I have compassion for everybody just as a human being, but you know what? What goes around comes around, right? I do believe that because I've seen it happen. And I've seen it. You see it happening with these older women now. Now that they are post-wall, past their prime, right? They are now 50% off, as Kevin Samuels would have said. And they're on the clearance rack. Now they want to complain about the fact of how they're being mistreated by guys. You know, you didn't have to take this path. I mean, these chicks, I always tell you, these chicks are not bad looking, right? I mean, you can understand, like, if the chick's obese, you know, she didn't win the genetic gene pool lottery, she's just not attractive. Of course you could have some sympathy. But you see all these chicks we feature, they ain't bad looking, man. Right? These chicks have a lot of power, even at 30, in their 30s, right? If this chick is on the side of the road, has a flat tire, do you know how many guys are going to pull over and change that tire for her? You know, in the rain, in the snow, you name it, in a thunderstorm, they will pull over and change the tire for her. Let you try that, mister. You try that on a sunny day where the weather's perfect and you need help with your tire. Nobody's going to pull over for you, right? They're going to be like, well, too bad, man, fix that tire. But for her, believe me, she has a lot of leverage, and all these women do is take advantage of it, and then they cry about it when, like, one dude happens to just not place any value on them anymore. It's just so funny, man. It's funny and sad. But let's let her carry on here.
I hear it, but he doesn't actually care. Okay, so if you text him, he doesn't care. You're not just reminding him, oh, hey, by the way, I exist. He knows that you exist. Okay, sis, he knows you exist. He didn't forget.
Yeah, exactly what you did, 10 years ago. Right? This is exactly what you were doing in the early 2010s to guys. Right? And these guys were complaining about the same thing. So look how angry they get. Look how, dejected they get when they feel the least bit of rejection. They get so just frazzled. I mean, most guys are used to this.
So you texting him, is it going to just remind him of how amazing you are? If anything, your silence might.
No, I mean, yeah, guys will just move on. I mean, yeah, it's no sweat off any guy's back if some 35-year-old chick who's going to be 40 soon enough is just not responding. A big deal.
Not that you would really want him anyways, because if you have to remind him that you're amazing by your silence, we don't want him anyways.
You can't remind somebody that you're amazing. The way you show somebody you're amazing is by being amazing. But these women don't want to do the work, right? They just want to be given praise and accolades for existing, right? No different than in the career world where these women just want like these top level office jobs without having to put in the work. And then when you don't give it to them, it's because it's sexist and patriarchy.
Okay, babe? You deserve better.
Yes, babe.
Listen up. When a man is interested in you, he will hunt you down like prey.
I think that's called being a stalker.
Meaning,
oh my gosh.
1, he'll let you know his...
These chicks with their lips, I mean, this is just getting out of hand. You could tell, I mean, these chicks who do their lips, I keep saying this over and over. When you guys do this, I don't know why you do this, especially if you're still young. Why are you doing this? It really just makes your face look like you're a special needs person, right? You literally, you look like a special needs person. In other words, you look like a retard, right? I'm not using that word in the slang, like, oh, you retard. No, I'm saying you look retarded, like you're special needs. right? They had that in public schools, right? So you have like special ed. She would be one of them. I mean, these lips just don't fit her face. It just looks so ridiculous. You could tell she's increased the size of her lips at least 3 times, 300% what it should be. It looks so unnatural and fake. And of course, she's got the fake eyelashes here. I was just reading a study on this, on how people really feel about women who do plastic surgery or get lip fillers or any type of injections into their forehead. People look upon, both men and women, look upon these women negatively, as if they're insecure and as if they are not good people, right? This is a stat. They did a pretty large study, and I'm sure more will come out. But even women with plastic surgery felt that way about women with plastic surgery, which was funny. But yeah, these lips are just look ridiculous. I remember I dated this... I went on a date with this chick, really hot Latina girl, before I started getting serious with my girlfriend. This is like probably one of the last girls I dated before I got serious with my girlfriend right now. But she was a, what do you call that? Like a game show girl. She was the model who, she worked, what was that show? The Price is Right. She worked on The Price is Right with, who was that guy? He was in like the Adam Sandler movie. I can't even recall his name. Bob Barker. Yeah, she already worked with Bob Barker. So she was on The Price is Right. She was the model, and I was looking at the older videos of her that weren't even that old. They were only a few years old, and I was like, she is so gorgeous here. And then when we went on the date, I don't know why she did this to herself. I didn't notice when I cold approached her, but I only saw her that one time, and then we went on a date, and she had the lip, like the big-ass lip fillers. We kissed and everything, and I was so turned off. I was kind of creeped out by kissing her because I was like, why am I doing this? And I just didn't respond to her again, and she started getting upset and sending me messages and like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, but yeah, she was, I don't know why she screwed up her face, but this chick is doing it too, and so many other women out there. Sorry, a little off topic.
Interested. 2, his willing.
Look at those lips. Jeez. Oh my goodness, man. Those things are just gigantically unproportionate to her face. Look at those things.
Along with any terms you get.
It looks like somebody punched her in the face. That's why when I see these chicks with their lips, it just looks like somebody punched you right in the mouth and they're swollen. Right? And, you know, for you guys who aren't old enough, you want to know where this crap started. It started with Angelina Jolie, because Angelina Jolie had just kind of naturally thicker lips, and then all the women who just had normal-looking lips wanted to be exactly like Angelina Jolie. If you quiz most guys, that was not most guys' dream girl. I was just kind of baffled by why so many women back in the day wanted to look like Angelina Jolie. But now this is continuing, and it just looks ridiculous. It just looks like somebody punched you in the face.
If you tell him he needs to be patient, he'll be patient. If you tell him you want things to go slow, he'll go slow. If you ask him to jump, he'll say how high. If a man is...
That's called a simp. I'm kind of even... it's hard. I'm just so distracted by the lips here. But yeah, what she's describing as a simp, these chicks will never respect a simp anyway. So she's not being honest
giving
here.
You wishy-washy signals, yes and no signals, get out. He doesn't want you. And if he does like you, he has no balls. He has no character.
No character coming from the person who has fake lips, fake eyelashes, fake nails. That looks like fake boobs to me too. You're saying the guy has no character? Yeah, that's that's quite a thing to say with all the work you've done on yourself.
Not want a man like that. You deserve a man that is proud to call you his.
No, these chicks need to get it straight. You don't deserve anything. You deserve what you get. And I always say, we don't attract who we want, we attract who we are. And with that said, gentlemen, let's go ahead and drop the comments below. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please share them in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell on your way out, okay? Do it for the YouTube algorithm. Helps me out a ton. And for you guys who want to support me and my work, jump into 7 Months of Mastery. It's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. Take advantage of it. Click the link below. It'll take you to my website. It only takes 2 seconds to sign up. So do that now. It's the best way to support me if you love what I'm doing here. And I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.